What's poppin', y'all? It's your host, Candy, and welcome to Candy Rants, where Atlanta socialites come to life. Today we have.
What's going on, y'all? It's Mr. Luvless, Tori Cummings, owner of Luvless Loser Club, Self Love Clothing Brand, man. Y'all tap in. Follow me on the gram, follow me on TikTok, follow me on YouTube, whatever. Just get at me.
All right.
Yeah,
What's up, Tori?
What's up, man?
How you been, man?
I'm good.
What's going on?
Candy, what's up?
Okay, so tell us about your brand, Luvless. Do you mean to love less? To what does it mean?
So mainly Loveless is like the action of loving others less and loving yourself more. So it's a self-love brand, kind of focused on mental health. Trying to, bring positivity back into the Black community or any community actually.
Okay.
Yeah.
We love a good positive.
Oh, of course,
mental health.
Come on,
we
man.
here for it.
Come on, man.
Okay, so tell us your story. What was it like growing up in Clayton County?
Growing up in Clayton County was like mixed emotions, kind of like a rough area, but not too rough. Like a bougie hood, kind of in a way.
A bougie hood.
A bougie hood, like, folks with money. I didn't have money, but folks with money were still hood, so it was kind of mixed emotions.
So would you say, like, overall time, Clayton County has changed? Because you got to think early 2000s, back when Waka Flocka was popping, versus like now how Lotto is popping and she's claiming Clayton County. Like, do you see the change like in the whole demographics?
For sure, but Lotto's from Lovejoy, so it's like I'm not a Lovejoy type of guy. When I was in Riverdale when Waka Flocka was, running that like 2007, 2006, 2005. Waka Flocka that's when it was the hood.
I like Waka Flocka though.
Yeah, I like Waka Flocka. Yeah. I like Waka Flocka. He did his thing though.
He had his time.
Yeah, 2 Chainz too. Can't forget about my boy.
I love 2 Chainz.
That's what I'm saying. Cannot forget about my boy.
Yeah, I heard 2 Chainz make bad bitch music though. You agree with that?
I don't know. I just know he made trap music. That's all I know. He made trap music.
That's what I'm saying though. So if you could tell like your story, like where would we start?
If I could tell on how I started my clothing brand, to be real, it was a lot of starts. My first time starting was my senior year of high school. Made a quick flip. I made some Southside shirts. Took them to school, right? Got like 15 shirts off in one school day. Made $300. My t-shirt man was my partner at the time, Will. Will called me and was like, bro, just send me $75 for all the shirts. So 300 minus 75, I walked out with like 2+. You know what I'm saying? So I was like, wow. And I was finna go clock in to work at Zaxby's right after school. So I was like, dang, I just made my check off
one sale.
Off like one day of just selling cheese. But I was a basketball player, so it kind of filtered in and out. Where I really started was when I first came to Gordon. I went to school freshman year. I lost basketball and I said, how do I rediscover myself? So I started to, play with the idea, take it serious, but I didn't know like what I wanted my brand to be about. Long story short, I ended up going through a lot in life. Like I said, I almost did something crazy and lost everything. I'll tell the story. So it was like October 7th. I know the date.
Oh, you remember it?
Oh, yeah. I told myself the day, I was like, this will never happen again. October 7th. October 7th, I'm at my house. Look at my bank account. My mom said she wants some UGG slides for Christmas. UGG slides ain't nothing but 100. Look at my bank account. I got $1.50. So I'm like, man, I can't even buy my mama no shoes. Yeah. Like,
$1.50 is a long way from 100.
You see what I'm saying?
And you got taxes too. You gotta think about that.
Come on. So I'm like, I can't even buy my mama no shoes for Christmas. Like, just the one thing I could do. She works so hard. She do everything she got to do. She pay the bills, all this. You know what I'm saying? But it's like I caught myself in a weak, low moment. Like what I did was I grabbed the gun, masked up, went all black, just walked straight out the house. I was gonna go rob a gas station right across the street from my house. Oh. Didn't even think twice about it. Like was literally on that. Like to walk straight out the house. What stopped me was I got in the car, crank it up. And it did not crank up. I ran out of gas. So I was like, I can't even rob a gas station, right? You know what I'm saying? Like, I can't even go hit a quick little lick. But then something told me, like, I got way more potential than that. Like, I'm sick up here. Like, that's sick for me to even go do that. And it's right across the street from my house, so that's not even street smart. So I went back in the room and was like, you know what? I'm going to give this clothing brand and get the legal money a shot instead of going out there and be crashers like all my friends and stuff like that.
So if you could describe like what mental state you was in when that was happening, like how could you describe it?
Depression, definitely depression.
Depression?
I was very depressed. I was very
Depression
depressed.
runs very deep within the Black community.
But that's what my brand's about, though. It's about raising the
Yeah.
awareness of, like, I want people to be self-aware. Like, when you wear my clothes, I want you to feel like you're actually loving yourself more and loving
Mhm.
others less. Because a lot of people get depressed about things they cannot control. That's what drives depression, outside stress.
Okay, so we know you at your we know you grinding, you in that mode, you in that mode. So what I want to talk about is your backstory. Like a lot of people don't talk about this point in life, but tell me about your failure. Tell me what
Um,
failure was like.
well, I'm gonna be real. This is a quote I live by. You never fail until you stop going. But failure for me was mainly like not doing the right research and development. Like if you're gonna have a business, you gotta do R&D. Like you have to have samples coming in. Like it's a lot of times like I had tried to start a female line. I tried to start a female
I was
line.
just gonna bring that up.
Man, I done tried to start a
It's
female.
2-piece sets, bro.
They didn't even get out though. I was sitting on them since like a year and a half. Like it got to the point to where I lost money. Like that was actually like a dark time for my business because me being kind of irresponsible financially, I just straight up just took all my money and just threw it in the one
I
spot.
want to get more into like your marketing skills.
Okay.
So when you put your brand out, right? Let's start from the jump. When you first dropped Luvless clothing brand, how did you market? Like if you can give any step-to-step tutorial, how would you tell somebody else to do it?
How would I tell somebody else to do it? Because I did the wrong way. So what I would say is, build a brand first because clothing brands are long-lasting. Clothing brands are more so about the lifestyle than the clothing. So it's like you have to build a lifestyle for people to actually want to relate with and be a part of, and the clothes will just be second nature. But it's like a lot of in between steps, and it's a lot of hard work and a lot of late nights, a lot of early mornings. And you got to be willing to go through it.
As far as like your story, like I didn't mean to cut you off, but as far as your story, like tell us your step to step. Like how did this start when you first started your marketing versus where you are now?
So when I first started marketing, I didn't even know what ads were. So when I first started, all I would do was post on Instagram. Oh, I got these shirts. Like I got George Floyd shirts, Southside. Yeah, I had the George Floyd. I had to make some money. Like I said,
hungry.
I just had $1.50. I'm still trying to get my mama some.
You was hungry.
Yeah, I was hungry. So I'm like, I'm grinding. Like that's for any brand, for anything you do, it's ground level. So it's like it's a lot of surface level things I had to do. So I had to do the George Floyd shirts, the I'm an influencer shirts, like the little corny shirts, but it was like that was the momentum I needed to get Loveless Losers Club off the ground. Because at first it started at Southside Apparel. Like I said, I'm from Clayco, so it was like a way of putting on for my city. But it's like I wanted to be bigger than that.
Bigger than that. So as far as bigger than that, like anybody we can spot with your like brand on right now?
There's a lot of people. Like you go YouTubers. We got Avery B. Quan. It's a lot of YouTubers that really rock with me, but it's like it's a lot of artists as well. I'm just trying to get anybody. It's influence. Yeah, come on, like
course.
I need.
Yeah, because you just shot me out. I didn't really know what that was about.
Because you don't have it on right now. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, I guess.
Come on, that's what I'm saying. But I get you a pink hoodie though. I got you.
Oh God, we talked about that. We
That's
talked about that.
I got you.
Yeah. Okay. So let's talk like losing friends, losing family, losing yourself. Like, what can you say about that?
I'm glad to say I haven't lost that many friends yet, or family. I try not to fall out with family because family is all we got at the end of the day. Even though they do some grimy stuff, it's like it's blood. Like family, immediate family, you can put it past. Yeah. But losing myself, I can say I've done a lot, but it just comes from, like I said, the depression and the outside stress coming in to your inner peace. It's messing up everything. So let's try to stay grounded.
One thing I can say is when it does come to like building your platform, building your success, turning yourself into what you actually want to be, you do have a lot of people that are going to fall off, but you also have a lot of people that's going to join in and they're going to get joy from building you up. Like that's one thing I have like noticed in a lot of people. Some people really do gain from building other people up. And that's one thing that I can say. Like I've been benefiting from that a lot. Like somebody pouring into me. So do you think like you have that person that pours into you?
I have a lot of people that pours into me. Like mainly myself. Then I go people like family, supports, friends. Like coming to Gordon was like going to college was like a big thing for me because it allowed me to get out there and meet people. Actually, like I expanded network. I met a lot of people out here that I probably wasn't gonna meet staying at home. And the people I met out here love me more than the people at home, and they want to see me win more than the people at home.
Yeah.
So it's like I say a lot of outside support keeps me going because it's like a lot of times you're just in a room by yourself, and sometimes you need outsiders. Sometimes you are just not enough. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it's always good to have positive energy and around you a lot of times.
I can feel what you're saying only because I have a friend and they always tell me this one quote, which is your biggest friend is going to be somebody you do not know.
That is true, though.
That is so true. Your biggest fan reposts everything that you posted, always shouting you out, always making sure they're on your side. Is going to be somebody you do not know.
And you know what's funny about that? A lot of sales that I'm getting are from people I do not know.
That's good.
In different states that I've never been to.
Yeah.
And the people that I do know, I'm not mad at them for not supporting at all. Like, it's not that you're not supporting. You can repost my video and not support. That's support to me.
Yeah.
But it's like the people I know really don't shop, and I'm cool with that. But it's like a lot of people, you will grow, and the person that supports you the most will be somebody you don't know. Like, it's a guy out here. He really messes with my brand. Like, I don't know him at all. But I've grown a relationship with him. Yeah, I've grown a relationship with him because it's like I could see how he first, like I met him and it just clicked off rip. He really supports me and wants to see me win.
Okay, I can kind of see that. One thing that I want to bring up is we had a conversation one time, right? Because, you know, we know each other in real life. We know each other. And you was talking about how you grow with your business as far as like communication and outreach, right? So when it comes down to the sales, you operate everything on your own. You know, you do have some assistance outside of yourself, but you mostly operate on your own. So when it comes to like customers and it comes to like returns or it comes to like deficiencies and everything like that, like how have you grown from like this is just personal, you might lash out or something like that versus like you keeping your cool, staying personal, being able to like communicate or being able to like give yourself, be your own customer service, if you understand what I'm trying to say.
So I really didn't learn that skill until really this summer. I worked at Audi and I worked at Lexus and I had to do like customer service. I had to talk to a lot of customers. So I realized how much just a nod and just okay, as they're being rude, just a okay. And that'd take you a long way. Because like sometimes everything's not personal. Like that person could have been having a terrible day, called me, the hoodie was messed up, and cussed me out. But if I cuss them back out, it's bad for me. You see what I'm saying? So it's like a bad reputation. But I just try to keep the name positive and try to like, you know, with customer service, I just try to keep the customer happy.